Facts and history of the Indian national flag. The public flag of India, conversationally called the tricolour, is a flat rectangular tricolour flag of India saffron, white and India green, with the Ashoka chakra, a 24-talked wheel, in naval force blue at its middle. It was taken on in its current structure during a gathering of the constituent get-together hung on the 22nd of July 1947, and it turned into the authority flag of the Domain of India on the 15th of August 1947. The flag was in this way held as that of the Republic of India. In India, the expression in quat, tricolour in quat, quite often alludes to the Indian public flag. The flag depends on the Swaraj flag, a flag of the Indian Public Congress, planned by Pingali Venkaiah. By regulation, the flag is to be made of khadi, an exceptional sort of hand-turned material or silk, made famous by Mahatma Gandhi. The assembling system and particulars for the flag are spread out by the Department of Indian Principles. The option to make the flag is held by the Khadi Improvement and Town Businesses Commission, who assigns it to local gatherings. Starting around 2009, the Karnataka Khadi Gramadyoga Samyukta Sangha has been the sole maker of the flag. Utilization of the flag is administered by the Flag Code of India and different regulations connecting with the public tokens. The first code precluded utilization of the flag by confidential residents besides on public days like the Autonomy Day and the Republic Day. In 2002, on hearing an allure from a confidential resident, Naveen Jindal, the High Court of India guided the Public Authority of India to revise the code to permit flag utilization by confidential residents. In this way, the Association Bureau of India altered the code to permit restricted use. Yet again the code was changed in 2005 to permit some extra use remembering transformations for specific types of dress. The Flag Code additionally administers the convention of flying the flag, and its utilization related to other public and non-public flags. As per the Flag Code of India, the Indian flag has a width-height viewpoint proportion of 3:2. Each of the three flag groups of the flag, saffron, white and green, are similarly measured. The Ashoka chakra has 24 equally dispersed spokes. The size of the Ashoka chakra isn't determined in the flag code, yet in segment 4.3.1 of Anquat is 1. Assembling principles for the Indian flag in quat. There is a graph that portrays explicit sizes of the flag and the chakra, replicated close by. Colors both the flag code and IS-1 require the Ashoka chakra to be printed or painted on the two sides of the flag in naval force blue. The following is the rundown of determined conceals for all tones utilized on the public flag, except for Naval Force Blue, from Anquat, is 1. Assembling guidelines for the Indian flag Anquat, as characterized in the 1931 C variety determinations with a luminant C. The Naval Force Blue tone can be found in the standard as 1803 to 1973. Imagery. Gandhi previously proposed a flag to the Indian Public Congress in 1921. The flag was planned by Pingali Venkaiah. In the middle was a conventional turning wheel, representing Gandhi's objective of making Indians confident by creating their own dress, between a red stripe for Hindus and a green stripe for Muslims. The plan was then changed to supplant red with saffron and to remember a white stripe for the middle for other strict networks, 2 to represent harmony between the networks, and give a foundation to the turning wheel. Nonetheless, to keep away from partisan relationship with the variety plot, the three groups were subsequently reassigned new implications: fortitude and penance, harmony and truth, and confidence and gallantry individually. A couple of days before India became free on the 15th of August 1947. The extraordinarily comprised constituent gathering concluded that the flag of India should be okay to all gatherings and networks. A modified form of the Swaraj flag was picked. The tricolour continued as before: saffron, white and green. Notwithstanding, the charkha was supplanted by the Ashoka chakra addressing the everlasting wheel of regulation. The rationalist Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, who later turned into India's most memorable VP and second president, explained the embraced flag and depicted its importance as follows. Bhagwa, or the saffron, signifies renunciation or disinterestedness. Our chiefs should be not interested in material gains and devote themselves to their work. The white in the middle is light, the way of truth to direct our lead. The green shows our connection to the dirt, our connection to the vegetation here, on which any remaining life depends. The Anquat, Ashoka chakra and Quat, in the focal point of the white is the wheel of the law of Dharma. Truth or satya, dharma or temperance should be the controlling rule of the individuals who work under this flag. Once more, the wheel indicates movement. There is demise in stagnation. There is life in development. India ought to no more oppose change, it should move and proceed. The wheel addresses the dynamism of a serene change. History: pre-freedom development. Various flags with shifting plans were utilized in the period going before the Indian freedom development by the leaders of various royal expresses. The possibility of a solitary Indian flag was first raised by the English leaders of India after the resistance of 1857, which brought about the foundation of direct majestic rule. The principal flag, whose plan depended on Western heraldic principles, was like the flags of other English provinces, including Canada and South Africa, its red field remembered the association jack for the upper left quadrant and a star of India covered by the illustrious crown in the right half. To resolve the subject of how the star conveyed and Quat, Indianness and Quat, Sovereign Victoria made the knight leader of the request for the Star of India to respect administrations to the realm by her Indian subjects. In this manner, every one of the Indian royal states got flags with images in view of the heraldic rules of Europe, including the option to fly destroyed English red ensigns. A proposed flag for India from 1904, as found in an Old English Indian Week After Week. The dim blue band addressed Hindus and Buddhists, the green band addressed Muslims, and the light blue band addressed Christians. The upward purple band on the left side contained the stars from the Orion heavenly body, which addressed the regions and states. The encompassing red boundary represented India being kept joined together and entire by English rule. In the mid-20th years, around the crowning ordinance of Edward VII, a conversation began the requirement for a heraldic image that was illustrative of the Indian realm. William Coldstream, an English individual from the Indian Common Help, battled the public authority to change the heraldic image from a star, which he viewed as a typical decision, to something more suitable. His proposition was not generally welcomed by the public authority. Master Curzon dismissed it for functional reasons, including the increase of flags. Close to this time, patriot assessment inside the domain was prompting a portrayal through strict custom. The images that were stylish incorporated the Ganesha, pushed by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Kali, upheld by Aurobindo Ghosh and Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. Another image was the cow, or Gau Mata, cow mother. In any case, this large number of images were Hindu-driven and didn't propose solidarity with India's Muslim populace. Gandhi's activism. In April 1921, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi wrote in his diary, Youthful India, about the requirement for an Indian flag, proposing a flag with the charkha or turning wheel at the center. The possibility of the turning wheel was advanced by Lala Hansaraj, and Gandhi dispatched Pingali Venkaiah to plan a flag with the turning wheel on a red and green standard, the red tone meaning Hindus and the green representing Muslims. Gandhi maintained that the flag should be introduced at the Congress meeting of 1921, yet it was not followed through on time, and one more flag was proposed at the meeting. Gandhi later composed that the deferral was chance since it permitted him to understand that different religions were not addressed. He then, at that point, added white to the pennant tones, to address the wide range of various religions. At long last, attributable to the strict political sensibilities, in 1929, Gandhi moved towards a more common understanding of the flag tones, expressing that red represented the penances of individuals, white for immaculateness, and green for hope. On 13 April 1923, during a parade by nearby Congress volunteers in Nagpur recognizing the Jallianwala Bagh slaughter, the Swaraj flag, with the turning wheel, planned by Pingali Venkaiah, was lifted. This occasion brought about a showdown between the senators and the police, after which 5 individuals were detained. More than 100 different nonconformists proceeded with the flag parade after a gathering. In this manner, on the 1st of May, Jamnalal Bajaj, the secretary of the Nagpur Congress Council, began the flag satyagraha, acquiring public consideration and denoting a critical point in the flag development. The satyagraha, advanced broadly by the Congress, began making breaks inside the association in which the Gandhians were profoundly enthused while the other gathering, the Swarajists, called it irrelevant. At last, at the All India Congress Board of Trustees meeting in July 1923, at the demand of Jawaharlal Nehru and Sarojini Naidu, Congress moved in and the flag development was embraced. The flag development was overseen by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel with the possibility of public parades and flag presentations by everyday citizens. Toward the finish of the development, north of 1,500 individuals had been captured across all of English India. The Bombay account revealed that the development drew from different gatherings of society including ranchers, understudies, traders, workers and Enquat, public workers and Quat. While Muslim support was moderate, the development enthused ladies, who had until now seldom took part in the autonomy movement. While the flag disturbance got its impulse from Gandhi's compositions and talks, the development got political acknowledgement following the Nagpur episode. News reports, publications, and letters to editors distributed in different diaries and papers of the time verify the ensuing improvement of a connection between the flag and the country. Before long, the idea of saving the distinction of the public flag turned into a basic part of the freedom battle. While Muslims were as yet careful about the Swaraj flag, it acquired acknowledgement among Muslim heads of the Congress and the Khilafat development as the public flag. In April 1921, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi wrote in his journal Young India about the necessity for an Indian flag, proposing a pennant with the charkha or turning wheel at the center. The chance of the turning wheel was progressed by Lala Hansaraj, and Gandhi dispatched Pingali Venkaiah to design a standard with the turning wheel on a red and green norm, the red tone meaning Hindus and the green addressing Muslims. Gandhi kept up with that the standard ought to be presented at the Congress meeting of 1921, yet it was not finished time, and another pennant was proposed at the gathering. Gandhi later made that the deferral was chance since it allowed him to comprehend that various religions were not tended to. He then added white to the flag tones, to address the great many different religions. Finally, owing to the severe political sensibilities, in 1929, Gandhi moved towards a more normal comprehension of the pennant tones, communicating that red addressed the compensations of people, white for perfection, and green for hope. On 13 April 1923, during a motorcade by neighboring Congress volunteers in Nagpur perceiving the Jallianwala Bagh butcher, the Swaraj flag with the turning wheel, arranged by Pingali Venkaya, was lifted. This event achieved a standoff between the representatives and the police, after which 5 people were confined. In excess of 100 distinct dissidents continued with the flag march after a social occasion. As such, on 1 May, Jamnalal Bajaj, the secretary of the Nagpur Congress Chamber, started the standard satyagraha, obtaining public thought and meaning a basic point in the pennant improvement. The satyagraha, high level comprehensively by the Congress, started making breaks inside the relationship in which the Gandhians were significantly enthused while the other social occasion, the Swarajists, called it unessential. Finally, at the All India Congress leading body of legal administrators meeting in July 1923, at the interest of Jawaharlal Nehru and Sarojini Naidu, Congress moved in and the flag advancement was embraced. The flag improvement was managed by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel with the chance of public processions and standard introductions by regular residents. Around the completion of the turn of events, more than 1,500 people had been caught across all of English India. The Bombay Record uncovered that the improvement drew from various get-togethers of society including farmers, students, merchants, laborers and inquat, public specialists and quat. While Muslim help was moderate, the advancement enthused women, who had as of not long ago rarely partook in the independence movement. While the flag unsettling influence got its motivation from Gandhi's organizations and talks, the improvement got political affirmation following the Nagpur episode. News reports, distributions and letters to editors circulated in various journals and papers of the time checked the resulting improvement of an association between the standard and the country. In a little while, saving the qualification of the public flag transformed into a fundamental piece of the opportunity fight. While Muslims were at this point cautious about the Swaraj flag, it procured affirmation among Muslim tops of the Congress and the Khilafat advancement as the public standard. Last reception a couple of days before India acquired its freedom in August 1947, the constituent gathering was framed to choose a flag for free India. On 23 June 1947, the gathering set up an impromptu board headed by Rajendra Prasad and including Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Sarojini Naidu, C. Rajagopalachari, K. M. Munshi and B. R. Ambedkar as its members. A postage stamp highlighting a shuddering Indian flag over Inquat, India and Quat. At left is Inquat, the 15th of August, 1947 Inquat, and Inquat, 3.5 as, Inquat. At right is Inquat, J. Hind above Inquat, postage Inquat. Indian flag, the primary stamp of autonomous India, delivered on 21 November 1947, was intended for unfamiliar correspondence. On 14 July 1947, the Council suggested that the flag of the Indian Public Congress be taken on as the public flag of India with reasonable changes, to make it satisfactory to all gatherings and networks. It was likewise settled that the flag shouldn't have any collective undertones. The turning wheel of the Congress flag was supplanted by the chakra wheel, from the lion capital of Ashoka. As indicated by Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, the chakra was picked as it was illustrative of dharma and regulation. In any case, Jawaharlal Nehru made sense of that the change was more viable in nature, as dissimilar to the flag with the turning wheel, this plan would seem even Gandhi was not exceptionally satisfied by the change, but rather in the long run came around to tolerating it. The flag was proposed by Nehru at the Constituent Gathering on the 22nd of July 1947 as a level tricolor of profound saffron, white and dim green in equivalent extents, with the Ashoka wheel in blue in the focal point of the white band. Nehru likewise introduced two flags, one in khadi silk and the other in khadi cotton, to the gathering. The goal was supported unanimously. It filled in as the public flag of the Territory of India between the 15th of August 1947 and the 26th of January 1950, and has filled in as the flag of the Republic of India since then.
Subscribe to my channel KnowAbout for more informative videos.